what we did was we started seeing commonality. Some of the things that people always seem to go through in their relationships, like Renee mentioned, communication, conflict resolution.
Roles and responsibilities.
Those are some of those foundational things that I think if you haven't had the aid of someone helping you understand what those things mean, you really don't know. So you're kind of winging it and you're just going along with it, trying to figure things out as you go. So what we did was we kind of opened our own relationship into the things that we went through and said, you know what, let's kind of unwrap some of the things we went through and some of the tools that we've learned and just show other couples what we've done. You know, you listen in and a lot of people say it's real, you know, when they listen to the show, because we are really just kind of like what we're doing right now, having a conversation. One of the things that Renee and I do a lot is just communicate with each other just about things that are going on in our hearts and our minds and things like that. And what we just basically did was hit the recorder and say, you know what, let's put this on tape, put it out on the internet, and hopefully it can bless somebody else and help them.
And by us listening to you all communicate, we're therefore learning how. Oh, okay. I think I could learn from that and maybe apply that to my own relationship.
Because I think so many times we know what the Bible says, but we don't know how to apply it to our situations. And our heart has always been to make the Bible applicable. And so we always use biblical references, biblical scriptures, but it's taking the Bible from it being just words to it being actions and showing people calls to actions. Well, here's an example of a scenario. How do you find yourself in this scenario? This is what the Bible teaches, and this is what we want you to do this week. So we always give them something to do. And it's funny when people say, it's just like, we feel like we're sitting down with you. And to me, I think that's what makes podcasting different, because it's a relational experience, because you have to use your imagination and you have to put yourself in the picture. So it really creates a sense of community and connection.
Talk to me about the format of the podcast. Sure. Is it basically you, the two of you, or do you have guests? Or
well, we do. We actually have couples that come on. We call it Our Love Story, because everybody has a great story of how they met and things that people can glean from something, just like you just mentioned with your husband. You know, things that we can take and put on tape where people can listen to it. So we do have couples, but we also talk about the scriptures, but we also talk about daily things that people go through. Last episode we just did was about being hot, being honest, open, and transparent.
Talk about changes?
Yes.
Yes.
And communication.
We talk about that too, hot flames. We talk about physical changes.
Yes.
We talk about every topic.
Of
seasons of marriage, conflict resolution. We did episode Are You Cold? Which code is an acronym. It stands for closed, obstinate, lazy, and dishonest.
Oh boy.
So we break all those things.
You just go right to the bull.
We do. And Gil is the outline person and I'm the creative person. And so it's just beautiful how we take our differences and God uses them to really help people. Because I would have never done a podcast.
Let's talk about that.
Sure.